The big finale sequence of the barrel chase is when Legolas ends up on some of the dwarves' heads as they're careering down the rapids.
We did use a combination of live action photography and a digital double. On cases where we went all CG with Legolas, what we would do is hire in Legolas' stunt double to actually do the actions that he's doing on the motion capture stage.
Peter was keen to use Alan Smith for all the digital Legolas performances so that we'd have that continuity of performance through the character.
So it's like if we can't get Orlando Bloom, we really do have the next best thing on the planet to help us through with these motions of what Legolas would do or how he would act.
Peter was really clear that even though he was doing this crazy dynamic chase sequence with jumps and leaps and fights and stuff, he still wanted it to feel like we could have filmed it if it happened.
Let's see, this is going to be a good laugh.
And then there's a moment where a rock goes between your legs.
And so I do that. Thank God I've got one kid out. Maybe the first and last.
So I'm on a gimbal and I'm being wired from the top just to take some of the weight, but then basically there were two guys on a seesaw effect. So my legs are going up and down like this.
By shooting a plate with Orlando on it, it helps to ground the shot into as weird as it is, a reality.
What we did is our animators blocked all that animation out in one very long passage.
We worked through the whole process of how Smaug chases, where the dwarves are at, how the dwarves put the water on them, freak them out, the whole gold thing. All that was blocked out in big chunks.
And we brought it down to the performance capture stage, put it on the stage, gave Peter the virtual camera, and he spent a few days just essentially shooting that scene as if it were a live action scene.
Which was ultimately a way in which I could get into the middle of a digital world of action with a camera myself and shooting it.
Okay, let's try one more, please.
And roll.
He has this little camera that has motion trackers on it, so it knows where the camera's pointing.
Everything I do with that camera, everything I wave it around, the camera's being tracked.
Basically, it's like wearing virtual reality goggles. He can look around, and he can actually see our animation in 3D space. So he can see Smaug smashing across the forges and ripping down buckets and all this.
Where's the dragon? Where's the dragon? Where's the dragon? Where's the dragon there? I'm moving around, and I'm getting a view of these three-dimensional characters, and I can basically shoot anything I like.
The mocap tech guys can adjust the scale of that, so he can be traveling 10 feet or he can be traveling 100 feet.
I've had the guys put me on a 3-to-1 offset, which is called an offset, but basically it means for every footstep I take, I actually move 3 footsteps in the world inside this computer. So, you know, it just means that I can do long, quick tracking shots. You know, I can move fast in a very short length of time.
Oh, he's going faster than me. Let's not save that. 5-to-1, am I?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go 8-to-1 horizontal.
Are you 8-to-1 now?
Yeah, now I can outrun the dragon.
Slightly scary filming a real dragon. Slightly scary.
Roll, please.
Oh, gee, where the hell am I? Oh, through a doorway. Okay, very good. Saved that one. It was all right.
Me versus Smaug. It's quite fun. A good thing to do on a Saturday afternoon.
I just had the blast. I mean, as much as I think everybody was going crazy trying to get the film finished, I was having a ball. It was great. Didn't have 50, 60 people on set. Just came down to me with a camera. It was just like the old Super 8 days. Fantastic.
I am fire. I am death.
Heavy stuff. Don't freak the kids out.
Sound effects always help. For some reason, I don't know why, they always help.
He was able to get in there, put the camera on the shot, get exactly what he wanted, and then when he did a turnover, he said, now you can update this animation, add detail to it, but this is my shot.
Yep, okay, look, I'll call that done. Up to do some editing, trying to get this stuff cut and plug. Okay, let's go. We're going to the movie tomorrow.
And then he can essentially edit it like he would a piece of live action, where he's got, you know, coverage of long takes of action.
So he gave us a cut from his virtual camera, and this was about 2 weeks before the film was due to be finished. But we had about 2 weeks to finish off that scene.